Back home, former SCDF chief Peter Lim will testify in his corruption trial after a district judge ruled today that there is a case for him to answer. This comes after the prosecution wrapped up its case yesterday. Lim is standing trial for allegedly obtaining sexual favors from Mdm Pang in exchange for advancing her company's business interests.
Defense lawyer Hamidul Haq gave an impassioned defense for his client Peter Lim, stating that his client had no case to answer. But District Judge Hamidah Ibrahim decided there was sufficient evidence against Lim. This means he will likely take the stand on Monday, when the third leg of the trial starts. Earlier, Mr. Haq had challenged the prosecution's evidence. He said it had shown only a speculation of corruption, as opposed to a real and distinct possibility of it. Many times he stressed that Mdm Pang had performed the oral sex on Lim in her personal capacity, and not as an agent of Nimrod Engineering, the company she worked for at the time. In any case, pointed out Mr. Haq, Mdm Pang was not authorized by her company to secure business dealings with the SCDF. He also said there was no evidence to show that Lim was beholden to her after the oral sex took place, as he had not indicated he was prepared to show favor to her or her company. And at the time the oral sex took place, Lim could not have anticipated the radiation scare that would eventually lead to the SCDF's need for walk-through radiation portal monitors. Still, the prosecution maintained it's presented enough evidence to show Lim had corrupt intent at the time the oral sex took place. Among the points it reinforced, that Lim gave Nimrod a 7-day head start when he called Mdm Pang to ask if Nimrod had such monitors before a tender was called, and that the pair's relationship was not simply social but had business interests involved. It is also the prosecution's case that Lim actively obtained the oral sex, as he was the one who contacted Mdm Pang for a lift home the night the sexual encounter took place, and was also the one to unzip his trousers. The trial continues, with the defense expected to call its own witnesses to the stand.